So can everybody hear me this evening? Yeah, we're good? Well, before we get started, I was thinking maybe we should go on the forum and invite everybody to just remind them that we're starting office hours right now. Let's go to the forum, see what's going on. I'm gonna post a quick reply here. So, everybody, we're getting started. Join us on YouTube now. Smiley face. Shira, the forum's freaking out again. Can you please come help me?
Brad, you're trying to put emoji. Why? Why
I don't
are you
know.
so difficult?
Because it's 2021 and I just wanted to do something normal. I'm sorry.
On the new forum, you can do that. Okay?
Well, all right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Waze Community Office Hours. I'm Brett, your host, and I was wondering, have you found yourself like me, frustrated, trying to post to your community only to be bogged down by code or met by an error screen? Well, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, because on this episode, it's time to reveal the Waze Forum revamp.
Woohoo!
I'm met today by our amazing community manager, Shira Kovalio, who's super excited to finally share with you the project she's been working on for over a year. But before we get to that, we have a couple of announcements. First and foremost, we want to hear what you think. The annual Editors Community Survey has been out for about 2 weeks now, but there's still time to give us your feedback. The link is below in the description. And next up, we still have open spaces for our EMEA APAC Mega Meetup coming up on May 30th. It's going to be an amazing event with editors from all over the world and editors of all levels. And we're going to be very excited to see you there. The registration link for that is also down below in the description. And finally, we want to hear your questions and feedback during this episode. So click the link in chat to submit your questions. You can submit your questions the whole way through, and we'll be taking them up until we start the Q&A. And now, I'm very pleased to turn the mic over to Shira.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm Shira Kovalio, Community Manager at Waze. My focus project in the team are the Wazeopedia and the forum revamp. As I use the forum on a daily basis, I am so happy this project is happening. The forum has been one of the top requests from the community, and we are happy to finally show you the great progress we have made on this project and our vision on how the forum can serve more of the Waze communities in the future. But before we get started on that, I would like to talk a little bit of what we're going to show you tonight. So what is our agenda for today? First, we'll meet the team. Then I will walk you through the forum improvement. We will then go over the launch of the new forum, followed by a sneak peek with a forum demo. And finally, we will take your question. So first, let's meet the team that has been working on the forum revamp. Woohoo! We have Mano, is a veteran developer from Waze. Talia is a product manager who is in charge of the WME. Avishai is a UX UI designer that is working on a few others projects in Waze. Yotam is a developer from OpenFox, a third-party company who is also in charge of the Wazeopedia project. And then from the communities team, we have Dalia, Mauro, and myself, Shira. This amazing team has worked so hard on the forum revamp, and they are here today, except Mauro, that he is with his new baby girl. And after my presentation, we'll be happy to answer any question you have. First, I'd like to start with a big thank you to the community. From the very beginning of the project, we pulled members from different communities to understand what is important to you. What would you like to see on the new forum? We took all of your feedback into consideration when planning the forum revamp. And now that we have been testing the new forum in beta, we received a lot of meaningful feedback from the community. So thank you for sharing your feedback and explaining what is important to you. Among the community, we have many experienced PHPBB users that have shared with us valuable information to help us deliver the best solution to meet the community's needs. We had 250 community members that volunteered to test a new forum. During the last few months, we have released 2 beta versions, which gathered over 200 bugs, UI, UX requests, and suggestions. So again, big thanks to everyone who contributed from me and from the team. So let's take a minute to look back where we started. The current community forum has existed for over 10 years, and this is the first time that Waze is doing a major revamp to the forum. The community has been asking us to upgrade and improve the forum for many years, and we're happy to deliver you what you've all been asking for. The team worked really hard on improving the design for the new forum. During the beta testing, we received a lot of feedback from the community, and we have tried to address it in the best way we can. For example, thanks to the community feedback, we have been able to improve the contrast of the forum colors, less padding, which has created a beautiful and more streamlined forum experience. As you can see in this slide, the look and style of the forum is a lot more modern and relevant with a new Waze design. Later during the demo, we'll have a closer look on the new design and on the topics. We also launched a new app launcher that allows you to easily access, navigate, and switch between Waze app. The app launcher will expose the forum, the Wazeopedia, the map editor to a broader amount of users. One more clear request from the community was better mobile support, and indeed the forum looks great on mobile. We designed a new icons for the forum, so each forum has a specific Waze icon on display on the left, so you can see it. We also worked on new and revamped forum badges, which every member can see on the forum and wear with pride. I personally really like the new design and the icons. Email notification, we have now also been updated with a nice clean look, and they're also translated to a broad range of languages. And now I would like to talk about the development that the team has put over in the last few months. Keep in mind, as I mentioned before, the forum hasn't been updated over a decade. So to fast forward a decade, the first thing we did was to upgrade from the current forum version to the latest PHPBB version with full content migration. We will also make sure that all the user permission on the subforum stay the same. One of the top requests we had from the community was to keep all the content. And as you can imagine, 10 years of content is quite a lot. As a result of the upgrade, the user experience of writing content should be easier. We will also have more extension available that we can offer as an improved functionality. For example, the keyboard will improve. No more coding to get to your post. Instead, we will offer a what you see is what you get type of text. When creating is much more smooth writing experience. We will also, there's also a nice embed function, and we'll also show it later on the demo. And finally, we improve the forum infrastructure. This is the heart of the process, and this is what will keep the forum stable and enable us to support more requests and needs from the community moving forward. So this was a big milestone and improvement so that the team did. So that's really something really awesome. Okay, now let's talk about the new forum launch. We plan to launch the new forum launch at the end of May, finger crossed. Our goal is, of course, to have a smooth transition to the new forum. Once the date is set, I will publish a forum announcement post and will update when we'll have a content freeze. The freeze should be around a few hours. After that, the old forum will be replaced by the new forum. The link to waze.com/forums will lead to the new forum. The old forum, the old version of the forum will not be available anymore, but all the data will be backed up, of course. After we will move to the new forum, I will post in the announcement forum a post and tricks where the community can raise bugs and feature requests. Okay, so what's next? After we will launch the new forum, we will still have a few tasks pending and future plan as well. The first phase of this revamp was to start with upgrading the forum for the editors community. But moving forward in our next phases, we want to expand the forum ecosystem to include to other Waze communities as well. And we already have discussion around this topic, so stay tuned for that. The forum structure is also an issue that needed some attention from us, and we haven't forgotten about it. There are many forums and sub-forums that haven't been active in years, and we want to have a clean house and to archive them. As you can see, there are inactive forums from 2014, 2017, and now it's a great opportunity to make sure that the forum is updated and the content is relevant. A big thanks to the community members involved in the forum test who went through all the current forums and consulted with us on which ones to keep and which one move to archive. And all of this process we will do after we will go live with the forum. And also there are still tasks from the UI and UX designer to work on, for example, the user control panel and the user profile page, and a few other screens where we want to improve the user experience. From the development side, we will handle the bugs that we will show up after the launch. While we don't expect many, we will handle them based on priority. We have received feature requests from the community members that have tested the forum, along with some feature and improvement that we also came up with. For example, feature request that came up was a dynamic banner on the index page with links to subscribe, topics, and forum, dark mode, a better use of the profile page, and improve search function. And now I want to pass the mic to Brett, who will show us a quick demo of the forum. And after the demo, we will have open up for Q&A. Now.
Thank you, Shira. And now what we're going to do, let me switch this over back to our this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke. So let's move the web page on the screen, and here we are. Excellent. So let me go back first. I want to bring us to the front for the forum. Now, here we go. We're good. Okay, wonderful. So as nostalgic as I am for my days back in high school in the early 2000s, furiously posting to Star Trek message boards on old school BBSs, I have to say that this modern, clean, functional forum is really a dream come true for me, because like Shira, I'm using our forum almost every day. So let's take a look, and I'll walk you guys through some of the basic features. This important beta test banner up here isn't going to be there when we open it, so you'll open the forum to this. You'll see we have this new banner up top. And as you can see, the colors, contrast, and the padding have all been improved. So on top, we have our new banner with some interesting info that are all going to be clickable, with the thanks list, total posts, and how many users are online at the moment. Over to the right, we have our user profile, where here you can see the user control panel, your posts, your profile, and any FAQ. And a brand new feature that we have is our app launcher area. And this actually is going to have a link directly to other Waze apps, including the WME. Moving down, We have our quick view of unanswered topics, new posts, active topics, and members, just like we had in the old forum. But as you can see, it's just so much more aesthetically pleasing and very clear where it's at on the page. And moving down from here, you can see that we have all of our new forum icons. Right now, we only have 2 icons for the forums. There's this type that looks like a chat and this type that looks like a little Wazer mood. But moving into production, every forum and some of the sub-forums are going to have their own unique icon. And you'll notice too here this red dot, which is there to let you know that there's unread posts. You'll also see the red dot in your private messages up at the top. So moving on, let's go to a sub-forum and take a look inside. So let's go to the Waze app forum. So on the upper right, you have a button here to filter your topics. Where am I? Got to scroll down.
Yeah.
Here we go. Keep on scrolling. Here we are. This is our button to filter the topics. You can filter your topics all sorts of different ways. First, by times. You can see the posts just from a day ago, 2 weeks ago, up to a year ago, or all if you have all topics selected. And then we can also filter based on views, replies, or if you click here, you can also sort them by author and subject. So now let's go ahead and enter a post. We'll take a look at this post here. Since it has a lot of replies, it'll show you what we have. The first thing you'll notice is that the OP, the original post, is here in blue. But then as you scroll down, the replies will all be in gray as the background. So one thing to keep in mind is that there are still some UI issues being worked out. So the final version might not appear exactly the same, but it's going to be close to what we're demoing today. So let's see now what the editor looks like. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and we're going to post a reply so that you guys can see what our new beautiful editor looks like. So as you can see, it's a much more slimmed down experience. The text buttons actually work now. And it's what you see is what you get with no need to write BB code. So instead, you can just make things bold, change the size and color, and use special characters and emojis. And let's take a moment now to test that out. So I'm just going to write really quickly, like, hey, everybody, this is so cool. And we'll throw in some of our emojis from the side here. We can also, like I said before, change our colors. We can change the size of our text. We can add links, pictures, the bold and the italics work. And by the way, if you get nostalgic and you want to see what the BB source code looks like, all you have to do is click source here and it'll show you the code. And then toggle back to have it just be exactly what you see is what you get so that you know what you're actually writing and don't get lost up in the code. So the next feature I want to show you guys on the posts is super cool. We actually have a new embed function and it's much, much easier. So I'm going to grab a YouTube link and I'm going to Control V it right there. And then now watch this magic. We're going to hit preview. Everyone keep your fingers crossed. And voila, we have our beautiful own Hila featured in this amazing YouTube video that just popped right on the screen, and all I had to do was write the hyperlink. So now we've gone through, I've shown you guys the basics of the new Waze forum. We can go back here to the main page. But I think, Shira, if you're ready, why don't we take some questions from everybody?
Let's go.
All right, let's have our producer Erez open up our questions. I'm going to return to the StreamYard, and let's throw our first question up on the screen. Oh yeah, let's introduce the rest of our team who are here to help us answer questions. Do you want to go for that, Shira?
Yes, we have here Seba, who is the manager of all the ecosystem at Waze. He's a Manor manager. Manor unfortunately couldn't make it, but we have Seba here to answer all of the development question we have. We have Talia, as I think you all know and met. And we have Yotam, who is from OpenFox. He did a wonderful improvement on Wazeopedia, and he's keep on working with us and improving the forum. And we have Avishai, our UX and UI designer, who listened to every comment and feedback that we got. So here we are, the whole team, to hear your feedback. So let's see the question.
Yeah, let's put the first question up on the board. All right, our first question is from Jaroslav. How can you become an administrator moderator for the Polish section of the forum?
This is something that you should decide with your local community who will be the moderator for the forum. And then you can reach out to your community manager, and we can do that for you, or we can ask someone from the community who also have permission as an admin to do that.
Great. Let's go to our next question. Will the new forum better support UI for mobile devices?
It does, yeah.
We showed an image of that before. Can we go back to the...
Also, Avishai, do you want to tell a little bit about the work we did on the mobile?
Yes, the forum is fully responsive, so it should work great on mobile. And we also created...
Can we hear Avishai?
Can you hear me?
Hear Avishai?
Is he... Yeah?
I can hear him.
Because we can't hear him on our end.
Ah.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, the forum is fully responsive. And for mobile, we have, for example, bigger buttons. And the composer is designed for mobile. So, yeah, fully responsive.
So, ready for our next question? We are going to be able to delink. Are we going to be able... What's wrong? We're good? Okay, great. Little technical snafu. Now we're back on. Are we going to be able to link directly to a specific post within a topic? We can do that in the current forum, but during my beta testing, I could not find a way to do it, from John.
Yeah, we have an open bug for that, and you will be able to do that. Right, Yutam? Correct me if I'm wrong?
Sure.
Okay, next question.
Alrighty. Is there a list of subforums that will be archived just to check?
Of course. There is Victor, and I can also share it with the link is also available on the forum for the section of the beta testing, but we have an open spreadsheet of all the forums that we plan to archive, and this is the tricks that the community also review it. But also, before we will make any changes, we'll give the community also another chance to have another quick look to make sure that we archive the right forum.
Okay. So there is still a bunch of dead space on the top banner, "Welcome to the Waze Forum."
Avishai, you want to take it?
Yeah, sure. We already started to decrease the that space in the forum. Currently, we have the beta banner that adds more padding to the pages, but after we remove it, we'll decrease the dead space in each page. And we're still working on it. We decrease the dead space in tables and in the inner pages. But that's a great feedback, and we keep working on it.
All right. Our next question, will search work better? From Anonymous.
From Anonymous. Seba, you want to take this question about search?
Sure. So search has been improved, but it's not the main improvement in the upgrade. For search and other stuff, we are planning for the future. So this is the first step for us to start planning for a better search engine. You might not see dramatic changes in how you search today, but we are planning for that in the future as well.
Seba.
Thanks, Seba. So next up from Ahmad, we have nice and clean look. Hopefully we can have the dark mode ready by launch date.
Seba, you also wanted to, first of all, thank you for the nice and clean look. And then Seba, you want to talk about the dark mode?
Yes, so the same. We are not planning to launch dark mode for the first immediate version, but since we have upgraded the infrastructure for the forums and stuff, we will be able to provide new features in the future. We are working as a whole in the web ecosystem group to give dark mode not only for the forum, but for other applications as well. We'll be rolling them out as we have them ready.
News.
Very good news. Let's get rid of that. So moving on, we've got a couple of questions left now. Next up from Lucas, will new accounts or users receive a welcome message directing them to the local community using geolocation IP?
I think, Talia, you want to try to answer it? I think this is...
I'm trying to understand the question. I'm not sure I fully understand. I think the idea is that we're gonna, the links per country will go to the specific forum. I'm actually not sure about that. Maybe Seb or Tom can answer this.
We haven't, I can answer that. So we haven't changed the behavior we have for specific users, but now we support it. So in the future, if we want to create rules around how users are redirected for the first time, or maybe after they have a couple of changes in their rank and stuff, we can do it now. We didn't do it for the first launch. The first launch was more around how you edit posts and the look and feel of the forum. But we have done some changes in the way we do login and sharing of authentication, so we are able to share information pertaining to the user itself. So we could potentially in the future do it, provided that we give the right priority to the feature.
So Yotam, you had something to add too?
No, Seba is right that once we have the right understanding from the community about how they think the user should get to his own community, then we can surely address this need and let them understand. And maybe we should, in the first stages, just write down somewhere in the forum, in the welcome to the forum, how to get to your own community, and later on build the feature to more easily allow the new user to go to their places.
Great, thank you so much. And now let's go to our last question on the board. Can you upload images to the forum for display, or do we have to host them elsewhere like at Imgur? If we can upload them, what is the size limit? From Lori.
You tell me wanna.
Okay, so of course you can now attach images for any post or private message. And right now, I remember the limit is 2 megabytes for upload. And we can also adjust this in the future if you will need some other sizes. So yes, you should be able to post your own file to the forum.
Great. So I think that's the end of the submitted questions. We have one more. Okay, we've got one more question, and then we're going to move it over to a special surprise of who's joining us. So our last, oh, too quick on the draw there is, okay, so our final question from, whoa, it's Pete. I love that username. Thank you, Pete. Will users still have to log into the forum, create a forum account, or will it be part of signing up for the app and or logging into the editor? It's frustrating to have a new user log into the editor and then wait to have a forum account created or hope the user finds the forum.
Seba, you want to take it, this question?
Logging into the new forum doesn't require a separate login. It's the same credentials that you have in the login for the editor. So basically, when you move from the editor to the forum, it's going to be single sign-on, which means you will be authenticated without an additional login.
But you right now you still need to log in to the forum by itself when you go there. And I think, Seba, that on the future you're planning to also to enable more seamless single sign-on on all different apps.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same credentials, right? It's the same that you use in the login for the application.
All right, thanks, guys. And now I would like to invite on Hila and Dalia, who are going to join us. Hello,
hi, everyone.
ladies.
Hello. Can you hear us?
we can't hear you, so I'm going to turn the screen over to you guys, and you can take it away. And then Erez will let us know when it's ready to turn back.
Perfect. Cool. Can someone say that you can hear us in the chat so we won't speak to ourselves?
The chat, the YouTube live is delayed by 30 seconds.
They can hear you in the chat.
Okay, good. So hi, everyone. Hello from Tel Aviv. Happy to see you on this special Sunday. My name is Hila. For those of you who don't know me, Dalia is here with me. We're connected from a different room from the others, but we did want to say first that thank you for coming, of course, and second, that we're really excited about this forum launch. For those of you who are many years with us, you've seen us presented about it in like 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know even how many years, for sure, since the moment I joined like 7 years ago. So it's super, super excited, good times, and we're really happy to actually have it in beta and very, very close in a few weeks, hopefully in production. So thanks for those who checked and tested and really helped with the feedback, and keep it up and keep providing feedback. We're looking into it. As you saw, we have a very, very strong team here that lead this project with us. So thanks. And Dalia wanted to add a few things about your questions.
Hi, everyone. As Hila said, we're really grateful that we're finally getting to a point where we're getting close to a production launch. My first day that I worked at Waze, I already heard about the new forum, and that was 4.5 years ago, so it's long overdue. There was a question about the archives that I wanted to speak about a little bit, because I think it's important for you guys to understand that it's really part of a bigger picture. We really want the forum not only to look better and work better. We want people to be able to find information more easily and more effectively. And when they enter a new forum, like a local forum in a certain country, we want them to be able to not see outdated conversations from years ago that, yes, might be relevant at some point of their user journey, but we want them to see things that are welcoming. We want them to see things that are updated, that are about new features, things where they can become active now about the latest map rates, the latest initiatives of your communities. So please use this whole restructure of the forum as an opportunity to really look at your local forums, discuss with your local communities, what do you need to put up first at the highest part of your forum, and what can be somewhere in an archive. So really consider that. No information will get lost. We can put everything in an archive that you want, but keep in mind the experience that a new community member has when they enter a forum. We want it to be active, we want it to be updated, but we don't necessarily need all conversations right up front that happened maybe a decade ago even. And that's what I wanted to add with that, and also say thank you so much for everyone who's been testing. I've been following all the feedback in the spreadsheet, and we really know that the team, every single item of feedback that you give, we take to heart. We're trying to understand. When we don't understand, we ask follow-up questions. So I hope we'll get to everything. Of course, there's certain steps that we want to reach before production launch, and that we won't launch without, but there are some things that we'll keep on building in the long run as part of the forum. This is not, once we launch to production, this is not done. We can always improve more at later stages. And thank you very much, and I'll pass back to the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So if that's all for this evening, we would like to thank you guys for joining us. I'd like to thank all of our guests. I'd like to thank Shira and Silva and Yotam and Talia and Avishai and Hila and Dalia. Big thanks to Erez, as always, for being the producer with the most who keeps us on track. We would love to hear what you guys thought about this episode. Please fill out the survey that Erez is dropping in the link of the chat right now. Right, Erez? We got it in there? Excellent. So thank you. Please fill out the survey. You can see below the link. And we can't wait to see you guys at the upcoming Mega Meetup. We really want to hear what you have to say in the annual editor's survey for the community. And outside of all of that, we'll see you guys next month for another exciting episode of Waze Community's Office Hours. So see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.